my mind you can't control. Running wild, can't come down. My head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. For a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. For a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind. And I won't let you go. I need you by my side. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown, but we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall now. Let's take it slow, where you go I go too, and if you hit the bottom I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go I go too, and if you hit the bottom I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow, where you go I go too, and if you hit the bottom I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Well, hello everyone. How is everyone doing? Hope you are well out there in YouTube land. Today is June 25th, 2024, 9:39 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Thank you all for joining me. You guys are always so kind in the comments. Really appreciate each and every one of you being here. You could have chose to be anywhere on YouTube or anywhere you wanted to be right now, and you chose to be here. And I am thankful for each of you. So I was live earlier on my small channel, Hey Sweet Tea, and we were talking about things that have been going on related to the Sebastian Rogers case, and people are passionate to say the very least. And it was getting a little tense. Uh, you know, people seem to be set wherever they're set, right? Oh, Max Chica, thank you so much, my dear. So sweet, so kind, you, my dear. I guess I'm gonna have to start paperwork. Okay. All right. Because you know what happens when someone gifts 5 or more memberships. we have to do an application process.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Beep,
Stand
beep, mother
clear of the
chickens.
closing doors, please.
Where are we headed?
My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Thank you so much, Next Chica, for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. Very kind and sweet of you. If you received one of those pearl necklaces from our beloved Mex Chica, please give her a thank you on behalf of both of us. It's very sweet. And congratulations. Your application is approved. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all. Really do appreciate that, Mex Chica. Thank you. Filling it out, honey. Filling it out. You know, you don't get through life without some paperwork, right? Would you please play the screaming chicken? You know what? Everyone else on YouTube is screaming. Why not the chicken?
Christopher! Oh, Grace! Oh, Grace! Christopher! Christopher! Oh, Grace! Christopher! Christopher! Oh, Grace! Grace!
Why not the chicken, right? Thank you so much, Carmelita. Very, very sweet of you. Thank you so much. I'm about to take these eyelashes off because I just went for a walk and I think I sweated them off. I'm telling you. But I was like, I'm going to do a live later. So uh, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Oh, thank you so much, Selena. That's so sweet of you, my dear. Thank you so much, Catherine. Y'all were so sweet. Thank you, truly. Thank you. The chicken never gets old. The chicken never gets old. Is Chris a Cancer? I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm a Cancer. I wouldn't expect him to be a Cancer. I'm just saying. Is he a Cancer? You just made Roko's night. That's so funny. Thank you so much. Thank you for the kind comments, y'all. Same here, Justin. Not long. Hold on. Same here, Justin. Not long got back. Thought I was going to pass out. It is so hot, isn't it? It is so hot outside. It's wow. June 29th. Oh, Dana, are you ready for your Marilyn Monroe happy birthday coming up in a few days? You know, I'll sing it to you, girl. Butterfly kisses. Thank you so much for 4 months. Really do appreciate it. I have a close-up pic of the car that was in the driveway and the car that picked up Katie. Can I text them to you? Sure. Sure. Absolutely. You're Cancer too. Cancers, I mean, Cancers are very, we're very centered on like home life. 1 second. Y'all. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, Cancers, they're very centered around their home and relationships generally mean a lot. If Chris is a Cancer, which I mean I don't put a lot into the astrology stuff to be quite honest with you, but I find it fun. I find it fun. I don't plan my day out though to my horoscope, so to speak. Mine is the 13th, and I have a twin. Interesting. I'm a Gemini. My daughter is exactly 3 weeks after me and is a Cancer. She is fiery. We can be very crabby, Cancers. That's why we're the crab, right? Um, we can be very crabby at times, and that's true for me as well. I can be crabby at times. Mex Chica, there's a couple of birthdays. Oh, we have some birthdays. Let me Chris Atwell and Just a Girl. This is my rendition of Happy Birthday, Mr. President, that Marilyn Monroe sang to her John F. Kennedy. Sorry, I almost laugh every time I start. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Chris Atwell and Just a Gal. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Chris Atwell and Just a Gal. Happy birthday, and many more. Wishing your birthday to be amazing, good health, happiness, friendship, love, whatever you wish. Happy birthday. Um so there you go. There you go. I never ever thought a case would be as effed up as summer. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It certainly is. Um you know, I just cannot get over what happened today. Like, it's um hey Thomas, good to see you. Evening isn't going good after bed. Yeah, I mean she told him what's what, I guess, right? It's just interesting to me how he has went and followed JLR, Dolly, and I'm sure there is many more, right? Uh I Beautiful Sunflower, I don't think that he knew what she was about, you know what I mean? I don't think she have you not seen I Plead the Fifth? Have you not seen New Deets on Summerwell's case? I wish, Becca. God, I wish. I pray every single night. I wish. But no, nothing. Oh, you haven't seen. Um, let's see here. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, 1 second. I will put Bullhorn Betty's channel. I just don't think that, I mean, I just don't think she was doing anything wrong on this one. I really don't. I mean, I think she was putting out flyers and that was it.
Is who is threatening it.
So there was a cop and it was coming in her direction, right? Yep. Exactly, Josh. So there was a cop coming in her direction, and he was kind of looking at her, and she's like, always looking for me. So she pulls over, he turns around, the lights go on, and she's talking to him. And this is right after she is done speaking to the cop. The cop said, no harm, no foul. She wasn't doing anything wrong. The only thing she was doing was putting missing flyers out. She wasn't out with her bullhorn or anything like that. And
The people of
this
this
happens.
community that come in. They threatened me.
Now,
They threatened me.
she says she's been getting threats. Now, look at this. You can see right here that Mr. Proud Socks, is in his QX80. And now watch this.
Oh, Terry Bowerstocks. Oh, you wanna come around here? Oh, look at who it is. It's Terry Bowerstocks. Look who just pulled up in the same QX80. Coming up, taking my tag plate. Let's turn it around on his tag plate. Terry Bowerstocks. Terry Bowerstocks right there. Came up and decided to take my plate on.
Betty thinks
So
it's a
you want to know
QX80.
who's harassing who out here? The proof is in the pudding.
All right. Now, this is where it's about to get real. Because, in my opinion, Betty wasn't doing anything wrong right here. You know, she just wasn't. She was getting ready to go eat, and she was putting flyers out around where she was about to eat.
The Bowerstocks and the Proudfoots are the ones coming and harassing people. That right there, my friend, is Terry Bowerstocks. Came by and took a picture.
Okay, now it's getting real.
Picture. Why are you taking my license plate?
Why are you filming me?
Because you came by and filmed me, Mr. Bowerstocks.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm in a
You can tell they're both Southern because she said Mr. Bowerstocks and he said yes, ma'am. While they're like ready to choke you.
public place.
That's
Why
the
are you
Southern
harassing
way.
me and following me?
Why
are you harassing me and following me when I'm conducting business?
How can I be following you when
You
you're
just were
behind me?
in the plaza. You've been following me,
I was
sir.
shopping
You
up
guys
in-
have been harassing me and threatening me for 2 days.
Prove it.
I am right here, sir.
Wait.
Right here, sir. Prove it? Yeah, I did just prove it, asshole.
Watch him. He runs a red light.
Better go through that.
He runs a red light. So, you know, I mean, I don't know. You know, people feel differently about it in here, but you know, like, I get it personally whenever, like, you know, someone's protesting because you have the right to protest back, right? You have the absolute right to protest back. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What to me, it's not even so much about today, but it's the pattern that these two, the Proud Socks, as I call them, have been doing for, and I put it on my cover page, how they have been definitely Sorry, I'm trying to pull something up. I'm really bad at doing two things at once. How they have been uh, trying to stop people, it's almost from the get-go. Whenever people was searching for their grandson, it's been, one thing after another. And they did this to JLR, except remember, he got out of the car. If you guys can remember that. I'm trying to look for the picture right now. I might have done the wrong one. But yeah, he got out of the car the last time. I mean, it's right here, but I was trying to find a bigger one. And it's just like, dang, what's going on here? What's going on? And what's concerning is, in my opinion, is the constant, like, anytime anyone comes to town. You guys remember this? This was JLR that took this picture and posted it on. Have they messed with Terry Lynn also? She has had her tires slashed. I don't know who it was. I can't say who it was. But hey, Serenity, thank you so much, my sweeties. I don't blame her. They were trying to intimidate her, and all she was doing was hanging flyers, and they called the cops and follow her. She has been nothing but respectful while there and did not even bring her bullhorn. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Terry Lynn has been followed, Yaya says. That's tire repair shops said was punctured. Is that it punctured as in someone punctured it? Yes, Dolly had a run-in with him as well. Absolutely. Yeah. And it's weird because I mean, I like I said, I understand that people, they might not like people who may have a differing opinion of involvement, if they think, they have a different opinion on the Bauer Sox, but they're still, Betty hasn't asked anyone for anything. This trip, she didn't bring her bullhorn. She's just been going around hanging up flyers. She did, I think, some searches, and then she's drove around and took footage. That's really it. Um, you know, um, and then you have Chris's sister, who from literally day one has said some weird things, in my opinion. So Nina, thank you, my love. Appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a pearl. Pearls look amazing on you, by the way, Nina. Thank you so much, my dear. I wish you would have called the cops on him. Well, the thing is, always late. Like, I think he was like behind the cop or sitting close to around the cop. And then that's kind of suspicious in itself. You know what I mean? That's kind of suspicious in itself. As soon as the cop pulls away, he comes, and it's like intimidation. You know what I mean? For instance, he could have taken her license plate from a distance, and she not even know about it, right? Not even know about it. But he pulled right behind her. He did pull right behind her, and then pulled like right out. Like he wanted, in my opinion, for Betty to see him. I noticed he picked her up after the Shell gas station at 45-minute timestamp. Really, all injustice. Wow. Let me see how long her video was. That's crazy. Let me see something. I'm just trying to see. Oh, wow. I'm trying to see if I mean, if that is true, that's really crazy. So are you saying, I just want to make sure I'm being clear, or I'm understanding rather. Are you saying like he followed her since the Shell gas station? He drives even with her in the right lane and drops back behind her. That could be a form of stalking, technically, yes. I mean, it would be hard to prove, I think, to be quite honest with you. But no, the Bauer Foots said that, I mean, so the video that she did was a minute, or sorry, an hour and 43 minutes. So he followed her for a good close to 40 minutes, 45 minutes. That's pretty crazy. Not if it's clearly on video. The thing is, you have to prove intent. Now, if let's say, for instance, because he technically lives there, right? So I'm just trying to think of the scale here, right? I mean, I think he was obviously trying to intimidate her, and I don't think she was doing anything wrong in that circumstance. How would he know it was her? I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would somehow. Pretty dumb if him to do some live streaming, especially and whenever you go live and you're on and people are familiar with the area, they'll always catch up with you if they want to follow you, right? So that's why a lot of people don't go live. Oh, thank you so much, Serenity, my love. What I thought was hilarious is she was wearing her crystal clear t-shirt with CP picture on it when she confronted Terry. Oh my God. She was wearing like did it say like crystal clear or something? I am speaking of Bullhorn Bedra and the Bauer socks. That's funny. Yes, she was. It's green with his face on it and his picture on it. Oh my God. Y'all are too much. That's so funny. Just a girl, 3 months. Thank you so much for your continued support. Really do appreciate you. Justin, thank you so much for singing happy birthday to me. Life has been a little tough lately, and you made my day. You're amazing. Aw, just a girl. Thank you, honey. Listen, hard times don't last. What? Tough times don't last. Tough people do, right? It is just a season, you know. Um, whenever my mama was, really bad off before she died, there would be, really hard days, really hard days. And I would say, I just got to make it till bedtime. Tomorrow's a new day, right? And then, even if the next day's a hard day, you just have to say, I just got to make it till bedtime, right? And then it's a new day. And then it gets better. It'll get better for you, just a girl. Hang in there, honey. True Sleuth, thank you, my dear. It's very sweet of you. Justin, in my opinion, someone tipped Mr. Socks that Betty was putting up flyers and let him know where she was. So who tipped him off? I don't know. You could be right, but she was live about an hour before that happened. So, and you can also hear the directions, right? And they're from there, so they know where everywhere is as well. But Hendersonville's not too terribly huge, right? I mean, when you got but that's one of the things about being live, people know where you're at. How much longer do you know how long she's going to be there? How much longer? Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. Mr. Sock sounds like a cat's name. Putting flyers on the utility poles. Yeah. Bauer Socks messing with the wrong lady. I mean, perhaps. I mean, I don't know. I would just be, I think as long as she wasn't bothering anybody, what was she doing wrong? What was she doing so wrong? It says crystal clear. Oh my God. Someone just sent me the picture of the the shirt Betty was wearing. It's got Chris on it. Oh my God. That look you gave straight into the camera cracked me up. Oh God. And she ran up there saying that. Wow. Yeah, she was. I mean, how much does anyone know? Oh, she's heading to Virginia. Okay, so she's heading toward me. Okay, interesting. Well, that is very interesting. I was trying to. Justin, I was late to your video, but that's of course, Karen, who sent me that comment. That's very sweet of you. No problem. When Heather comes on. Hey, Mama Bear, I'll look at that. I'll look at that. 1 second. 2610. Hold on. Someone wants me to see this for some reason. Let me drop JLR's in my description. JLR works his tail end off. He really does. He's a very hard worker. Why not? Whenever he's can travel and stuff like that, go for it, right? Um, thank you so very much, Serenity. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. She is leaving tomorrow, but we'll be back after she makes a couple stops. Someone's vigil in Tennessee, and she has to go to Georgia, I believe. Oh, okay. I knew that she was supposed to be doing something with Layla Santinello, from what I understand. Layla Santinello was Florida boy. Thank you. Oh, Florida BBY. Sorry, Florida baby. I think that's what it means. Justin, goosebumps through hard times. That is what I say to just make it through today. Tomorrow is a new day. It's a bad day, not a bad life. Needed to hear that today. Thank you. Oh, of course, honey. That's right. It's not a bad life. It's a bad day. It's a bad moment. Um, I tell myself that a lot of times, and we all struggle. Every one of us. It doesn't matter how perfect your life looks on social media. Um, it doesn't matter. I know even a couple celebrities who, and I know one very, very well. And trust me, we're all human. No matter how shiny it looks, we're all human, and we all have trials in life. We all suffer to some degree. We all will get sick. We all will age if we're lucky. Um, and we've made it this far, right? We've made it this far. I'm sure you've been through some crazy, crazy stuff in your life, right? Some really hard times, but you made it. Your success rate is 100%. You're doing good. You're doing good. Thank you so much. Jazir J Jersey. Oh, Jersey. Sorry, I'm so blonde. Damn. Jersey, Texas. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for becoming a pearl. Really do appreciate you. Pearls look amazing on you, Jersey. Very sweet. I can't believe I just did that. Sissy, aka Silly Rabbit. Justin, you are number one at Guardian Park. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're very kind, my dear. Thank you for 3 continuous months of support. Really means a lot to me. What's up? Thank you so very much. Lauren Betty is very strong and determined woman. She is. I mean, she is. She is. No matter what you feel, your thoughts are on Betty, you've got to give it to her that she certainly is grounded in what she believes in, and that's that. The thing is, we don't have to agree 100% of the time to be friends, to like each other, or anything. Sundance, thank you so much for 2 months for your laugh and the tears. Thank you so much for your continued support, my dear. Really appreciate it. Reno says, I've been struggling with my dad having cancer, but he is doing good today. I got news from my favorite aunt I love so much. She has cancer, a spot on her lung. So get them prayers. Thanks. We will absolutely be doing that, Reno. Absolutely be doing that. Cancer is one of those things that I don't know if you know this about me, but I used to volunteer for hospice. Um, I don't, I mean, I still can volunteer for hospice, but I just don't have a lot of time right now. But cancer is one of those things that will affect every one of our families at some point or another. And cancer is horrible, horrible. And, make your dad comfortable. Enjoy the time, whether you have another 40 years, with your dad. Regardless, life is precious. We are only here for a very, very short time. If you live 100 years, that's short. If you're lucky and fortunate enough to live that long, it's very short, right? So enjoy it. And listen, in every family's dynamic is different. For instance, in one side of my family, we are very we hug, right? And we kiss each other's cheeks when we see each other, we're leaving. And the other side of my family, none of that happens. And that side of the family is very, very religious. Four pastors in my family. So, boy, I shocked them. Anywho, but I digress. But what I was going to say is I'm getting off. I'm talking about myself. I'm sorry. I apologize. What I was trying to tell you is, and we don't, on that side of the family, we don't communicate. We keep our stuff bottled in. So look at your dad and tell him everything you need to tell him. It's so very important. Tell him everything. I need to fix my lash. They're coming off. I sweat them off. I need to pull them off. Hold on one second. I was sweating them off. I told you at the beginning of this, I said, I'm fucking gluing them back on. But yeah, it was flashing. I was going to turn it off and pull it off, but oh well. Just a queen with a broken heel. My eyelash and my high heel broke. So, but anyway, Reno, sorry. Say everything you need to say. Always say everything you need to say. Because you never know. You never know. I literally went for a walk and I was sweating my eyelashes off. I needed that laugh. Thanks, Justin. You're welcome. You're welcome, my dear. Jersey, you're awesome. Oh, thank you again, my dear. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. You're awesome. Justin's my son's name is Justin, and you're just as precious as he is. And he came out as per se 2 years ago, and I love him dearly. You're just thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's very sweet of you. Thank you, Jersey. That's very sweet. Thank you. Coming from someone who's lost his sister and both parents. Yeah. My glue melted. Yeah. Sure did. Sure did. Eyelash malfunctions. Oh my gosh. You nailed it all. You nailed it all about life, family, etc. I've been through it and completely agree. Perspective is everything. Yes. And truly don't sit and be angry. Don't carry. God, it is so heavy. It's so heavy. And we're angry about somebody else. You know what I mean? If they don't hurt a child or not a murderer, hurt someone that's disabled, an animal, and if it doesn't matter 10 years from now, it don't matter. Have it. Because you're carrying the load around because of them. No way. Thank you, True Sleuth. Thank you so much. and trust me, anyone, as long as you're not a felon or something, can volunteer for hospice, and they always, always need help, always. And you can work at the hospice house, or you can go work at families' homes, as long as you can. Obviously, you're not a felon. You can pass a background check, of course. Love you using my Europe phone. So go get some snacks. My pops has big C2. Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan. It sucks, but he chose no chemo, and that's okay. It's a personal decision, and you just have to, and it depends on what. Again, I'm not a doctor, but it depends on a lot of people. They, if it's like, for instance, if it's stage 4, anytime a cancer is stage 4, it's pretty much it means, usually, I don't want to say all the time, but usually it means that it is incurable, right? um so a lot of people will not choose, to be, they would rather have quality for a shorter period of time than just a lot of the sickness that can go along with chemo and stuff. And it's like the cancer rate is, and it's going up. Yeah. Yeah, it's became a therapy session, hasn't it? It is what it is, but that's okay. My membership status hasn't updated. Yes, it has. You got that little thing right there. You see that little dollar sign? That means you're a member, Nina. You're a pearl. We love you. From breast cancer. Yep, it can happen. It can happen. It sure can. It sure can. It really, you know, it can, and it does. It does happen. It's just, and it really depends what kind of cancer too, um, as well. I had stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. The doctor said I had enough positivity for 10 people. I kicked cancer's ass 22 years ago. That's amazing. Wildflower 2653 to the office, please. Wildflower 2653 to the office. You're being paged. We need a late slip for Wildflower 2653. She thought she was just going to tiptoe in here. Mm-mm. No, ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Mm-mm. Yep. Yep. Not today. Not today, Wildflower. I'm sorry, Pale Rider. I'm so sorry. My father-in-law, who was like my dad, passed at our house. January was 2 years, so 2.5 years ago. And he was a big guy in the army, real, everything I'm not. Right? Right, everything I'm not. Very muscular, exercised every single day, golf. The man ate freaking organic, right? Never had a puff of a cigarette, never had, never even tried alcohol in his life. He died of lung cancer. He got a cough. Thought it was an upper respiratory. So it's, you never know. Hey, Emilio, how are you? Doing good? Hope you're doing good. Pancreatic is it's awful. Awful cancer. Red Million, thank you. Where's my button? Thank you so much. Joy and not stressed over things that don't affect me. Yes, you have to. Oh, subscriber mode. Ah, hold on. I'll fix that. I'll fix that. 1 second. I apologize. I apologize. Here, let me fix this. There you go. I fixed it for you. No problemo. No problemo. So yeah, when it comes to the Bowerfoots, people said that Chris was mad about. Was he mad about Betty being in Hendersonville? You're welcome, Pill Rider. Yeah. My daughter, BFF, had cancer, lung cancer. Her thyroid isn't cancerous, but the swollen, has heart problems, all like her mom asked for. Yeah, hopefully one day soon, Duke University is doing some amazing things right now in their cancer research, and a lot of hospitals, for instance, St. Jude, if you can support them, I recommend, if you can send them $1 a month, do it, please. You can do it you can bill it every single month. If you can support them $1 even a month, God will bless you, I promise you. But they share all of their research. But Duke is doing a lot of good things right now for cancer research in different types of brain cancer, skull, in that area. Yes, Peach, I am. Does anyone see me beginning to think I've been? You better not be blocked. You are as stable here. Someone blocks Misty, we will have a come to Jesus meeting. How about that? They better not block you. Thank you, Bookie. My mom had bone cancer. Hold on. Where was this? It was moving quick. My mom had bone cancer and she suffered so much. She never complained. I would sit on the bed with her and softly sing to her. God bless you for that. God bless you for that. Bag Lady, thank you so much for becoming a member. Now you are a pearl, and pearls look amazing with a bag, right? How about that? Thank you so very much. Really do appreciate you. St. Jude is amazing. They are amazing for sure. And I have to think he is out of pain and flying high. Yeah. God bless you, Angel Girl. CP is mad as hell. He called into a live pretending to be someone else and went off on her and even said that it was legal to run her over in Memphis. I emailed you that 2 days ago. Ooh, wow. Max Chica says, so not blocked. So not blocked. I don't know. They do. And I'll tell you something else, guys. Another, and I really should donate to them. I need to donate to them as well. And because and we forget about it so much because St. Jude is amazing and they do amazing things, but so do Shriners. So do Shriners. They do amazing things as well. I've just learned how to do my own. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean there, my dear, but I am glad you learned it. Glad you learned it. Thank you so much for your support, my dear. Really appreciate it. That's awesome, baby kisses. That's awesome. It's so sad, all these cancer stories. My guy has been through it and back. He is 35, still fighting it. God bless you, Amy. God bless your guy. That's tough. That's really tough. We love Shriners. One of my kiddos went there for spina bifida. Yeah. Shriners is amazing. And I donate to St. Jude every month, and I donate every kid that I have. I donate a specific amount in their name every single month. It just comes out of my bank account. And I need to do that for Shriners. Of course, listen, Linda, thank you so much. Thank you, Governor. If you look at Bullhorn Betty video, while at gas station, you see a car pull in the last pump on right after you see another pull up beside it. And it absolutely looks like the Bauer Sox Infinity before I counter. Okay. Cindy Milligan, please have a listen. CP sounds deflated in my opinion. That's awesome. Just a girl. Someone was saying just a minute ago that right at, I think it was a Shell gas station, that you could see the Bowerfoots. Thank you, Governor Pincus. The Bowerfoots follow, I guess, start following Betty right there. So that was about close to 45 minutes he followed. And that's I just don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, I understand if someone is out protesting, I get it. You have the right to protest back. You do. But she wasn't harming anybody. She just wasn't harming anybody there. Oh yeah. Listen, Betty's got a set. She's got a set of kahunas. She does. I know. Yeah, you got to be careful like that. Thank you so much, Julie. We just lost our dear cousin Cindy. I'm sorry. The stage 4 colorectal and uterine cancer, gone in 6 weeks. Lost my dad on May 1st after 10 years of fighting Parkinson's. I'm so sorry, Julie. Parkinson's runs in my family. It's terrible as well. Any type of Parkinson's, any neurological, Alzheimer's, dementia, all of that. I'm so sorry for your loss. So sorry, my dear. After hearing Nina's story, yes, Lisa. Yep. After hearing Nina's story and how crazy the Proud Sox acted, I totally believe Betty. And let me see if I can. I was writing a note earlier, and I was thinking, if he feels like he can follow her around, we got to remember that he threatened, allegedly, Nina, alleged wife with kids. Sorry, Nina's and the kids, allegedly. What if, I mean, for people that think that there may be some foul play going on here, and there are lots of people that have been suspicious of the Proud Sox, right? And whenever you see the patterns of him doing this to JLR, to Dolly, possibly Terry, now Betty, and there's been suspicion around them, it doesn't help. It doesn't help the view of them by the way that they're acting, and it doesn't help Sebastian at all. Don Wells, Stefan Cern, Don McDougal, and now Mr. Proud Sox have all been known to follow people. Guys, can y'all get it to 1,000 thumbs up if you don't mind? I would really appreciate it. Julie. Okay, sorry. I pressed that twice. Sorry. The Proud Sox. I love when Justin says it. I just kind of combine the word. One's got foot in it, the other one's got socks in it. So there's that, right? Julie, thank you so much, my dear, my sister Jacqueline, and I absolutely love you and your beautiful shining spirit. My sister is also Cancer 7-3. Thank you for all you joy bring. Thank you, Julie, and tell Jacqueline hello as well. Appreciate your support. Thank you, and many prayers to your sister fighting. It's cancer is something that not only the person goes through it, but the family. You know what I mean? It's so emotionally hard on them, right? And physically at times as well. Thank you, Ava. Thank you so much. The B socks and the F foots. I kind of like that too. The B socks and the I said the F foots. God, I'm blonde. The B socks and the P foots. Show you where my mind was. Don't want anyone to help find Sebastian, in my opinion. This is very sus to me. Yes, it is to me as well, because you think of, you know, it's her horoscope. Gotcha. Okay. If you think about this, right? Let's think about this. If, let's say, God forbid, our kid goes missing. God forbid, I speak protection over every one of your children, every single one. But let's say that happened for an example. You know you're innocent. You know you're innocent. 1000%. You know you're innocent, but you're getting blame. And there's people that think you might have something to do with it, but you might not be able to stand them. Can't really stand them, but you're grateful for them putting flyers out, right? Keeping the name in the public, right? Because that's what you do. You might be like, I don't really like you. Probably because you really don't like me. But thankful. I don't really care what, right? You wouldn't really, if your kid is missing, do you really have time or energy to fight that battle of someone who may think you're involved? It's just their opinion. Like, are you going to fight that battle with someone? You know what I mean? I would be like, listen, I don't give a shit what you think. Thank you for help putting my kid's name out there. Thank you for driving 12 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, whatever it is. And thank you and thank your subscribers for, buying staple guns, buying staples, right? So the question is, why are they doing this? And you see, it's not just with Betty. It's not just with Betty. It's with all of them. Just about anybody who goes down there, right? Truth Sleuth. Thank you, my dear. In my opinion, the push to create division in true crime world is a great strategy. The PFs and SOCs have successfully pulled attention away from Sebastian and on drama llamas and events. Divide and conquer. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. If we talk about the BS going on, yeah, Shani. I mean, Shani, I understand. I mean, it would be daunting. I just don't imagine you would want to have time to be driving 45 minutes behind a YouTuber that you don't know. She don't know you, but she drove all the way there, printed all the copies, right? Her subscribers, essentially paid for them through her, but she didn't have to. You don't have to do that. I mean, there's plenty of YouTubers in true crime that don't go out in the field. They don't, and it's no shade. It just, people are different, but it is expense, gas, rooms, all that, and thanks to you guys, every single one of you, because you guys love Sebastian. You want him found, right? You want his name to be heard continually, because people forget very quickly, very quickly. Timestamp 2751. Okay. What am I looking at? 2751. Here we go.
That run their so-called drama channels. They're not drama channels. They're harassment and bully channels. And now they've upgraded
I don't see it.
to wanting to literally cause bodily injury to somebody else. It's disgusting. But either way, we're out here doing all this, and so anyways, I probably shouldn't get on it. I probably shouldn't get on that tangent just yet. I mean,
I don't see anything yet.
Let me get up here, and so I don't know, and I don't want to, make her feel uncomfortable. Hey, Mister, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, it's so hard to read chat when I'm driving and doing these lives. Thank you, Betty. We gotta find out.
Am I on the right spot? Van and gas station on the right. Van and gas station on the right. I mean, that's not them. That's not him. If that's what you mean, that's not him. That's not a QX80. Back up 10 seconds. Okay. That's 10 seconds. He drives in. Do I back up more?
Feel uncomfortable. Hey, Mister, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, it's so hard to read chat when I'm driving and doing these lives. Thank you, Betty. We gotta find out the truth of Sebastian missing. God bless you. Kate and C, maybe y'all should tell the truth instead of making distractions to stop people finding out the truth. Absolutely. Thank you for being better. Thanks. Better for being a Sebastian warrior. God bless. Thank you. Thank you. Betty, can you go buy a teddy bear and
Let's
put
see.
Sebastian missing poster on it and use a zip tie to attach the teddy?
I don't see it. Back up a little more. Oh, hold on. Okay. That's not it. Oh, there. No.
Auto-generated experiment. No, they had a. That's all.
Do I still need to back up more? 2715. Go back to 2715. 2715.
If you guys know Bobby and Bobby wants to reach out to me, I'm absolutely happy to listen to her and stuff like that. I would love to, but it gets a little tricky because I don't know these people, and you know, I'm here.
I'm at 27:24 and I still don't see it. Y'all are all telling me different times. 27:58.
Bully channels, and now they've upgraded to wanting to literally cause bodily injury to somebody else. It's disgusting.
That's not him. If y'all were talking about this, that is not him. That's not him right there. That ain't him. Okay. So it's forward. It's more forward. Fast forward more. These do 5 seconds. Fast forward 5 seconds. There's a white van. Do I continue going? Cruiser pulls up behind her head. L side.
True crime community. What we did today is we met a couple people. We had a few conversations. You know, these are people that live in the Gallatin area and going around today. A lot of that he handed me. He handed me a whole stack of flyers, and this is what I've done. My deeds too hot for me to for today. I can't see. If Seth's in the chat, I just wanted to let you know.
Her left. All
there
right.
he is. There he is. You want me to put my thumb where? You want me to put my thumb where? Well, you go. Well, I don't know. I'm running out of flyers here, Seth. I'm running out of flyers. Like I got another day. I want to be here today, but I went ahead and got flyers up. I got
her left. All right. Look her left ear.
I'm all over the county. I literally went everywhere. I even went out. Like I like when I went to the car guy. He lives like it's in a nice area. Like they had almost like I don't know. It was like an Olympic sized pool. It was so hot. If I had my bathing suit, I would have cannonballed right into their pool. I wouldn't even ask permission. I just went in there. You know.
Okay, that's like a red car.
But I ended up hitting all the intersections back there. I'll tell you what, Seth, if they want to go pull these signs down, it's going to take them a while to get them all. I will tell you that. I will tell you it's going to take them a long while to get to all these signs to tear them down this time. I will tell you that. But I'll be back, and after this, I'll be back here in 3 weeks. And if they pull them down, guess what? They're just going right back up because they don't understand how determined this one lady is. And if that doesn't tell you, I mean, I walked my ass off today. I will tell you that. I walked my ass off today. I recorded a little bit, but not much. I think I only recorded me putting a post. Oh,
people saying fast forward. I'm at 34 minutes and 46 seconds. Look. She definitely did. I think when she's pulling out, it was back around 27 at 45 minutes, 27:18. I'm going to go back 27, then I'm going to go to
Staples.
45 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you for all you're doing for Sebastian. Absolutely. Go interview Bobby. I don't know Bobby. If you guys know Bobby and Bobby wants to reach out to me, I'm absolutely happy to listen to her and stuff like that. I would love to, but it gets a little tricky because I don't know these people, and I'm here. I already have. People are.
I don't see it. I'm going to go to 45 minutes. The car pulls up at 27:51 and stays there. That's not a QX80. What about the car in the back right bump? Right here? That's not a QX80 either. Hold on.
Spoken to was the major that don't pray here how I
That's the van.
shade all okay. I just flyer me to this now, and then I wanted to. I've done that, so damage, but we still have some just that. I can't. I'm going to be here today, but I'm running out of flyers here, Seth. I'm running out of flyers. Like I got another day. I'm going to be here today, but I went ahead and got flyers up. I got them all over the county. I literally went air. Like if I had my big, Seth, and go pull that. I'm going to right. But I'm not a Christian. It's got nothing to no one. I stop me. I'm on public property. I literally say nothing to no one. I get it. I do my job. And there's not one person in that community because because it was so way down in the ditch. Like I had to walk down sideways because it was so sloped. Like I had to say, oh, there, but Seth, I'll be back. I ain't bothering nobody, and they can't stop it. Okay. I do my. Yep. I had to walk down side because I was and I Spanish. That one every single because if you phone your community, it's probably going to 5G. Oh, don't mind me if I miss you. I promise you tomorrow and see the matter if they can release the bear. Walmart. I've got this day up there, but that it's done. That I did this roadhouse.
Let's see. Where is it?
If we lose, guys, just remember if you guys when we're don't cancel it. It usually is freed up within a minute. Oh shit! We're back issues. It's gonna reset. Right. It's about 14 minutes away, so we'll just take a road trip. Minutes away, so we'll just take a road trip. The long hollow pipe. Okay, well, yeah, we got just
see if we can get it clear.
Later, it posts people.
It's a blur, you can't
all
see.
We've been doing is I kind of went dark so I could get the post. I didn't want to bring it too much attention because you can't. There's no easy other than you just do it. Needed to get this roadhouse. I want title. He just doesn't. What up ditch? Like I was down there a little bit, but it wasn't. And so it's you got to walk down.
I don't
sideways,
see anything yet.
But the one thing that helped me is that there was one step thing there.
But they're saying that she pulls behind.
I could put one foot on and put my other foot up on the mare. That was just off to the side that I could put one foot on and put my other foot up on the curb and pull the rest of my body up. But I slid. I definitely did. So
that might be.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to eat at the restaurant, but I'm going to see what polls I can post on, and I'm going to post that whole area because obviously they were frequent flyers over there at the Texas Roadhouse. If people are in this area and they're watching me, and Chris, and
I know what a QX80 is because I had one. I can tell one.
Katie, or where they like to hang out, please let me know. If they had a favorite, obviously they both like to drink. They had to have both gone out somewhere and enjoyed cocktails when their son was at Seth's house. There's something that they had to enjoy doing together. I would presume, that they when Sebastian was at Seth's that they would do something. Going normal parents, they and just let's see where we. No point. That means the lay of the land where we're going. I'm gonna. Everybody's in rotation. I'm sorry, I don't know anybody.
I mean, if she does the
labs, And obviously, will be in prison. Of course, Alice Vegas moving. Don't have.
You don't know if he's behind her
Just
now.
don't speak. If you take it, to get. Why does he? Oh, I need a case side. I'm on the damn trees if I have to. Wait. No place to put this boy. Buy a $50 steak.
I don't think he follows her. I don't think he follows her, to be honest with you. I don't think so. I mean, unless I'm just missing. Last time posting this, Justin, if he doesn't. What'd you say, Misty? What'd you say? What'd you say? Tell me again, Misty. I didn't see him follow her. I'm waiting, Misty. I'm looking. Here we go. I was wondering how Justin knew it wasn't the right car. I was thinking he had been a mechanic or something. No, I had a QX80, so. I wasn't looking at chat. I was looking at the thing. I apologize, Misty. Where's it at? I'm looking. 2751 and Infinity pulls in. I have one. I know the back of my car. Okay, I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look one more time. 2751.
Trauma channels, they're harassment and bully channels, and now they've upgraded to wanting to literally cause bodily injury to somebody else. It's disgusting.
Are you saying that is an Infinity? Because that is not an Infinity. That's not a QX80, if that's what you mean. I promise you. That is not a QX80. Misty, where are you at, darling? She might be writing it. It's not even the same color. Yeah. Screenshot it and text it to Justin. What I miss, Misty, baby? Baby doll, play Misty for me. I haven't watched Betty in a long time. Is she still nuts? Someone answer that. She might be a little cuckoo, but who isn't? And we don't gotta agree on everything, right? I don't think she was doing anything wrong here. I don't think she was doing anything wrong. Just look at the screen. Tracy says we call it passion and spice. I agree with that. I like that, Titch. Mental but effective and brave. Yeah. I think a lot of people who, especially women who are, you know, very opinionated, very outspoken, get, a pretty bad, a lot of people, maybe it rubs them the wrong way, but also I think if a man does it, it's perfectly fine. You get labeled as a bitch. Yep. And if a man does it, it's fine. I mean, that's just the truth. It's just the truth. I agree with that, Lisa. She defended herself against Lena. Yeah. And this is just she did nothing wrong. Yes, Nick. I used to be with, we've been on the ground together whenever back then. If a man does it, it's criminal. Yeah, I try not to either, Cindy. I mean, but I just, I don't think she was doing anything wrong here. She was putting up flyers. I agree. And I think the Bowerfoots should be appreciative, or at the very least, just leave her alone and let her do what she came there to do. We need 75 more thumbs. 75 more thumbs. Oh, he was shocked. He was shocked. Look at this. He was shocked. He was
Let's
shocked.
turn it around on his tag plate.
Watch this.
Terry Bauer socks. Terry Bauer socks right there. Came up and decided to take my
See, that is a whole different
plate
vehicle.
on.
And look at this. I mean, and listen, whenever I first saw the vehicle that was outside on the night Sebastian went missing, the way it the lights kind of stuck out, I said, oh, it looks like my old Infinity. But then I looked closer, and in my opinion, and only my opinion, I believe the lights to the vehicle that was outside where there is people that's around it, and then one backs up. To me, it looks, the lights are vertical, not horizontal, right? And if you'll notice, not all. Oh, butterfly, here. Can y'all post the number, please? Yes, you are. We hit 1,000. Thank you. We have a party when we hit 1,000.
Something that I believe we're privy to. Something that I believe we're privy to. Something that I believe we're privy to.
Wow. 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 Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
even a fly, and he's like, oh!
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
even a fly, and he's like, oh!
Snacks, because, he's 15 and snacks. Snacks, because, he's 15 and snacks. Snacks, because, he's 15 and snacks.
Christopher! Oh, Grace! Oh, Grace! Christopher!
Christopher. But you know what I mean? Whenever, guys, let me know if Misty posts something. Thank you guys for 1,000 likes. Y'all are amazing. Amazing. You think Miss blocking some Misty's comments for I don't know. Little Texas tornado, member for 18 months. How are you, sis? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hope you're well. Love you. Are we on slow mode? I don't think so. Thank you, Eileen. But if you'll look at these lights, they are horizontal. And that's very common with SUVs and cars nowadays. Now, except a lot of American brands, especially trucks, are vertical. Right? And so I don't think it's a QX80 personally out in the back. Okay, someone just sent me something. 2757. 2757. And 2757.
Cause bodily injury to somebody else. It's disgusting.
Yeah. Nope, it's not a QX80. Not a QX80. In my opinion, something they're privy to, chasing the ones that care about Sebastian. They surely don't care about Sebastian. This tells us they have suspicious actions of what they done to Sebastian. Damn. Okay. Hey, one second. What is that? Okay. Hey, Misty, if you want to text me, you can text it to me too. Thank you, baby kisses. I'm still trying to find it. Did you write anything? Did Misty write anything? But no, that's definitely not a QX80. This is the car that was in the driveway. Yes. I was down the rabbit hole and saw Kathy, and there was this thing that's now deleted talking about how the Bowers. Oh, really? I'm reading something. Someone, and again, I'm just sharing what someone wrote. I cannot. You just emailed me. Okay, baby. Thank you. One second. Here. Let me fix something. I'm going to read this. Just give me 1 second, y'all. Apologize. So, miss. Maybe it's filtering out. Where is Misty? Can y'all drop the email for Lisa? Let me fix it. So that's so weird. Something's going on because I'm trying to. What the hell is going on? That's so weird. Something's going on with Misty's comments. Okay. So I can see her. Every once in a while I can't see people. Like for a long time, Cher and I couldn't see each other. And I can't see someone else. I can't see, but when I'm on my other screen name, she's checked if I was blocked on hers. She's not blocked on mine. I see you, Joe. I see you. I see you. Okay. I'm going to read this to you in just a second. Okay. Maybe you sent it to my other email. Yesterday was Monkey Michael Vaughn's birthday, y'all. I was live for like 4 hours last night speaking about, I hope, how to hike. Okay, there it is. I hear, please, Katie, believe me, those bastards won't stop till they have us. Okay, thank you, Misty. I'll listen for that. I'll listen for that. So someone just said, "Hey Justin, I was going down the rabbit hole. I saw," and guys, I want to make this very, very clear. This is someone. I'm just reading what someone said. Do not take this as fact. They just want to share this. Okay. I was going down the rabbit hole and I saw this car of Kathy's, and there was a post on Reddit last night that's now deleted talking about how the Bowerfoots are close to the DA Whitley. I'm not sure if this is viable, but when I saw it in the BHB comments, I guess you mean this morning, so maybe that's why the Bowerfoots feel like so confident. It's food for thought, and maybe you can ask. Yeah, I fixed her so I could see her. Do you think it's normal to hop out of your car and yell at people? No, I don't, but I also don't think it's normal for a person to follow you around and who is doing nothing wrong with putting out hold on 1 second. What did Trevor Lee say? 1 second. Let me pull it up. What is people saying? Yeah, so I don't think it's normal for a grandfather, if you will, for them to follow someone who is just putting out flyers for their grandchild. And the thing that solidifies it for me more is this has not just happened to Betty. What did Half Pint advise? So I think she did nothing wrong in this case, in my opinion. In this specific case. Now, do I agree with everything? No. But she doesn't agree with everything with me either. So, was it a screenshot saying, "Oh, a sighting of Summer"? Yes. Yeah, it's absolutely believe that it was not Summer. They checked into it. So that's nothing. Unfortunately. Yeah, it was from Old Logan Roadhouse. I agree with that, Soldier Girl. I agree with that. I don't think she did anything wrong today. And I mean, how could anyone get mad that she was hanging up flyers for a missing kid? You may not appreciate something that she said in the past or did in the past, but you got to separate each thing, right? Sunset. Betty is brave. That's why she is important. She stands up for herself. It helps me to see a woman on her own, speaking for herself. That's very well stated, son. Yeah, he's on Facebook, not YouTube. But I didn't see anything. Of course. I mean, I don't believe anyone is, I don't think any of us are all bad or all good unless you're like a child abuser, or a murderer or something like that. Then, that's a little different if you ask me. Does anyone know anything that's going down in Corpus Christi? Oh, this is what someone was wanting me to play. Here it is. This is JLR. Link is in the description. I don't know what it is. Advertisements. Does anyone know what I'm looking for?
Yeah. More? A little bit. Right there. Nada. Nada.
Correct, yeah.
All right. Go get 'em. Thank you.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be seeing here.
Hey.
Okay. Thank you, Max Chico.
Is it open?
Lights and sound.
Have like a butt. You see it over here. Don't see anything in there though.
Now, this is Seth. And I support Seth. I do support Seth. Have I liked everything that he's did? No. But you can still not like something and support them. And this is a dad looking for his son either in any shape, mind you, right? Any shape.
Check the one behind you. Because if it's locked, he ain't gonna get in there anyway. Yeah.
I don't know what we're looking at. Okay, this says most played right here, so let's find it. There must be something right here. This says the most played. Can you, I mean, imagine, just imagine you, I mean, not wanting to, just being so upset about not knowing where your kid is and then looking for your kid, but is this internal fire that is inside of a parent that has to know where their kid is, right? And you would look over the earth for them. And he's broken. Seth is broken. He is. He is broken. I mean, the other day when he did the News Nation interview, I had kind of made, that I was not going to cover Sebastian as much. And when Seth said that he doesn't believe that Chris and Katie share the same, sentiment of looking for Sebastian and being on the same page, but he said, I have myself and I have Sebastian's army. And he was hurting. Like, he was really hurting. I was like, I mean, I couldn't like, even if, even like the creators generally, like, if that disagrees with Seth, like, I don't hear him being like the Proudfoots, in my opinion, or the Bowerfoots or anything. You know what I mean? Like, he just wants his son's name out there.
Your flashlight fell out the door. Hi, how you doing today, ma'am? My name is Seth Rogers.
Can you imagine how many like people he's went up to and said that, hi ma'am, I'm Seth Rogers, Sebastian's dad. No, Dragon. Actually, that's listen. I'll give criticism where I feel criticism is fair, but no, Seth was not doing this for to put this on social media. This was actually JLR following them, right? That's all it was. That's all it was. Why are they filming it though? It's not his. Uh, you know, JLR's making content, which is what everybody wants. You know, especially at this time. And he's just looking for his dad or his son. Yeah, that was back in March. That's all it was. Yeah. That's really all it was. Yeah, and that's the same, Kelly. I was furious with Seth, furious with him when he spoke like that to Trevor, because Trevor has one of the best hearts you will ever meet. And I believe, in my opinion, Seth had people in his ear. I think Tony was the problem, in my opinion. And I think anyone that was close to Seth in the beginning, when Tony came in, he, in my opinion, felt like it was a threat. Um, and Tony was very, very unkind to Trevor just for giving his opinion on something. And that's, you know what? I mean, I I respect someone for. Would you rather have someone tell me this? Would you rather have someone come to you and say, "Can I just talk to you for a minute? Because I just need to tell you that, you know, I really, don't think this is right or that is right." Or would you rather have someone to go and just talk crap behind your back, spread gossip, or whatever? You want someone that communicates with you, right? Just someone that communicates. That's it. That's all Trevor was doing. Um, um, and he's just looking for a son. That's all he's doing. Oh, absolutely. Seth is doing way more. Absolutely. What did little Tar say? Easy to say what someone should or shouldn't be do when you're not the one going through it, in my opinion. And that is true as well. That is true. That is true. But I'll kind of press back on that in a little bit. And okay, I'll look at it. And that's fair what you're saying. Oh yeah, okay. The someone just posted me about the possible sighting of Summer Wells. That's old. That's old from the other day. Um, what was I talking about? Does anyone remember? Because I don't remember. In my opinion, Tony got in his ear, and then Seth believed what Tony said and pushed all the good people away. And I agree with that. I was pushing back on Tar Heel. I do agree with that because, it seemed we bond with people who have been in the situation as us, right? And it's true that I don't know what they're going through, but I also don't understand how specifically Katie can't be, being proactive in finding your kid, because she says, we're not going to stop, right? We're going to find you in the interview. And there's nothing that can keep us away. And that's great that she said that. But what is she done? What has she done? Stop. She hadn't even started. And that's the thing. Same, Bubby. Absolutely same. Absolutely the absolute same. I would not go home until found my baby. Well, you got, speaking about Brandy last night. Brandy is Michael Joseph Vaughn from Fruitland, Idaho. He's been missing almost 3 years. Yesterday would be his 8th birthday. And she gave $500 for a billboard. That's good. But that's it. You know what I mean? Brandy sleeps on the couch because the front door is right there. She checks the signs and puts up new signs on her days off. I believe Katie gave $500. Tony was in it for the. I was just telling my niece today that we all have made mistakes in life. We need to take a step back before we have, surely. Yes. That's absolutely true. One thing that is pretty universal, right, is doesn't matter what your background is, right? What country you come from, what your religion is, who you love, anything like that. If you have kids and something is wrong, what do? You do everything you can to fix it. And Katie, it's just like I don't know if I think things changed for Katie when she got with Seth. Because I think Katie was, I think things really changed for Katie. When I said Seth, whenever Chris came around, rather. whenever Chris came around. I think he started controlling, and it just changed everything. It is. It is a primal urge to protect your child. Yes. You know, I mean, mothers, right? Mothers, when they are breastfeeding, right? Their baby cries, sends those signals to the brain, right? And what happens? You spring two leaks, right? That is how close your kids are to you. You know what I mean? Like, they are yours. You know what I mean? And you are there to protect them, love them, make it better for them than you had it. YouTuber says Niagara Falls. Right? It's a chemical and a physical reaction. Just the cry says, "Oh, baby's hungry. Let's produce some," you know. Uh, we are connected forever. Yes. Not that is true. That is true. Not all moms are maternal. That is true. But you see, I actually think Katie is maternal. But I think something or someone has overpowered that. Whether it's relationships, men, depression, something we don't know about. I don't know. Right. Did they get rid of the Morkies? I don't think so. I mean, Chris got rid of another dog before, but I actually think, when one of the things that I really saw a glimpse of Katie in, and you guys know how I feel, but she said something to the effect of, I think it was like Sebastian was getting interested in girls or something, and she said something to the effect of, he didn't want mama to know. I thought that was endearing. I thought that was a genuine moment for Katie. Right? I felt like that part of Katie was genuine. You can feel when something is genuine or not genuine. Right? And I think, in my opinion, you can pretty much tell when Katie lies. And I think in Olivia's, in my opinion, you can tell the lies for sure. Let's see here. You can certainly tell the lies. Number one, it's one of the, I mean, half of the interviews that she did, her and Chris did, they don't got their camera on, and the other half, they are, on screen.
Effing house. I can't find our
Where did she say he don't want mama to know?
son.
Does anyone remember that
All
interview?
of this took place in like 1 minute flat. Yeah.
Watch Chris's eyes there.
And about midnight, I got up and I went to bed. And 6 o'clock, I went to wake him up for school Monday morning.
I just wanted to compare the
He went
two.
here.
What was going through your mind at that point? Like, what were the feelings that you were feeling?
To censor myself.
Yeah,
Holy
he was
freaking
on
crap,
Dutch.
this can't be happening. Where is my kid? Choice words.
I think that is such a lie, in my opinion. I don't feel like that is genuine. The way her body language is and the way she's wording things.
– 6 o'clock, I went to wake him up for school Monday morning. And that's when he went in here.
Look at this.
What was
There's no heart.
going through your mind at that point? Like, what were the feelings that you were feeling?
To censor myself. Holy freaking crap, this can't be happening. Where is my kid?
You're not going to censor yourself whenever your kid is missing and when you're talking about your kid. Was not used that photo. They used an old photo. He looks 12 or 13. Yes.
Choice words were used.
He doesn't. I mean, Sebastian looks different now.
Yeah, where the F is he?
He's much bigger. Where the F is he?
I looked through the house for him because it was typical for him to get up and come and rummage for snacks and things like that. And he likes to dip behind the walls and watch, and then he comes out after I come back and he likes to scare me. But
I believe that was genuine right there. I believe that was genuine. I believe that is something that he liked to do, but I don't believe she thought it that morning. You can tell when something is genuine and not.
after I looked, and I mean, mind you, all of this took place in like 1 minute flat.
Very scripted.
But I didn't see him in his room. I looked all over. I ran through the whole house. I looked out all the doors and windows, and I was like hollering his name. And I picked up the phone and I called my husband, and I said, I can't find him. And he said, what do you mean? I said, he's not in this effing house. I can't find our son. And I jumped in my car and I drove around the neighborhood and I drove over by the school, and he's already at this point I was like hysterical and I was crying.
He's already. That's a big thing. I think this interview says a lot. A hell of a lot. He's already. Who's he? After watching these, I always imagine them giving kudos to each other and telling each other how good they did. It's very scripted. It's just very scripted. You can feel it. He's already. And that makes me wonder what. Yes. Yeah, I was the one that said, look what she's doing. Look what she's doing right there. Who is he? Because Sebastian can't be he's already. You understand what I'm saying? That is very important, guys. He's already. Who's he? Because Sebastian is missing, and you're telling us about Sebastian being missing and what you are doing. You identify as she. And you're speaking as yourself. He's all ready. Who is this he? There's only one other he in your house, and he's sitting beside of you. He's already. In my opinion, she messed up there, and she's trying to get along with it. And then she's losing it. She's losing, in my opinion, the script. But she says something. Chris coughs, which there's something about this we need to go into. All right, Sharon, we'll get you. I woke him up. He wasn't there. And Nina, that makes me think the 11:30 story, or whenever it was, the first story she allegedly told her neighbor was that she went in there at 11:30 to check on him. Was she tired that day? Sebastian wound for sound. She give him medicine? Don't know. But getting back to this, he's already, she gets anxiety from that. She talks about going over to the school, and then Chris coughs, and you're going to see the anxiety.
He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "He's not in this episode." I was like hollering his name, and I picked up the phone and I called my husband and I said, "I can't find him." And he said, "What do you mean?" I said, "He's not in this effing house. I can't find our son." And I jumped in my car and I drove around the neighborhood and I drove over by the school, and he's already at this point I was like hysterical and I was crying, I was screaming, and he was like, three-wayed. He three-wayed long, and he's already at this point I was like hysterical and I was crying, I was screaming, and
I want to check something out.
at this point I was like hysterical and I was crying, I was screaming, and he was like, three-wayed. He three-wayed
There's the blinks.
law enforcement, and was telling them like our son is missing and we don't know what's going on. And he was like, "Go back to the house, they're on their way." And I ran back.
He's like, "Go back to the house, they're on their way." She's so Susan Smith, Mystic says.
Our son, he three-wayed law enforcement.
Watch her. That's steps. She's the steps. This happened, this happened, this happened.
Three-wayed. He three-wayed law enforcement. And
you know, whenever you're learning a test or whatever, right? You know, when you're doing that, what do? Some people go in motion, some people look down, they count, right? They're counting.
was telling them like our son is missing and we don't know what's going on. And he was like, "Go back to the house, they're on their way."
Three-way law enforcement. And he said, "Go back to the house, they're on their way." That's so important. Yes. Trying to remember the script. Trying to remember the script. Yes, and she doesn't mention Sebastian's name. She rarely uses Sebastian's name when she is speaking. So many times he took over after this. Yep, I agree, Nashville. I believe, I'll be honest with you, I do not think Katie has been, and a lot of people disagree with me with this, I do not believe Katie has been interviewed by herself. I don't believe she's been interviewed by herself. I don't believe it. I don't think so. I'm just not sure of it. Because I don't think she would have held up. A lot of people disagree with me with that. But I can see Chris saying, he can be in there. You know, it's either you allow both of us or we don't talk to you. And that can't be held against you. It cannot be held against you whether you speak to them or not. In my opinion, I believe Chris has been in every single interview. You don't have to interview. People's like, well, I know a lot of people tell me, I tell them, why haven't they taken them down and interrogated them rough? You can leave at any moment. Unless they're going to throw handcuffs on you, can't be held against you. Cannot be held against you. Joanna says, if she was to refuse being interviewed, alone law enforcement wouldn't say she's fully cooperating. That it doesn't mean you're not cooperating. You're willing to cooperate, but you want your husband in there. You want your husband in there. It cannot be held against you. Coming in late, but still clutching my pearls, Chrissy. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you. You hear how CP throws KP right under the bus about the floodlights over the garage. Yeah. That was another crazy thing. She it was so obvious. One of the most obvious things. Kate's like, yeah, we got little LED, what is it? Little glow things outside, whatever they're called. You have any lights outside? And she's like, little, I don't know, whatever they are outside. And Chris is like, no, we got the ones over the garage. She's like, oh yeah, we do have those. Oh yeah, we do have those. It's kind of like when you're a kid and like there's 3 friends, and then you know how we are as kids, like 2 are really close and you put the one out and like you tell a lie to your friend and you're wanting them to go along with it, and it's like, yeah, we didn't go there. And your friend's like, oh, no, we did go there earlier, didn't we? And, oh yeah, we did. You know, it's extremely obvious if you ask me. She failed to say, yeah, that's what the one I was talking about, Mohawk. When Nancy said, is there any lights or anything out? I mean, that's what I mean, look outside the box. It's very.
And I ran back, well, drove back to the house, and he was like, go back to the house, they're on their way. And I ran back.
Now, I think this is extremely important here. Very important, in my opinion. I ran back to the house. I meant drove back. What do we see on the flashlight video? We see someone running back to the house. Running back to the house. Drove back. Now, for some of us, regionally, or not, maybe everywhere, but I'll say, hey, I got to run to the store. I got to run and do my grocery shopping. I don't run for nothing. But that's what I say. I wouldn't have even thought about correcting myself there. I wouldn't have even thought about correcting myself there. I wouldn't have corrected myself. Said I ran back to the house. But when she says it like this,
hysterical, and I was crying, I was screaming, and he was like,
he was like, does she say he's like again? Hold on.
Like at this point, I was like hysterical, and I was crying, I was screaming, and he was like,
does she say it twice? Or is that the same one? Am I having a blonde moment? Hold on.
All the doors and windows, and I was like hollering his name, and I picked up the phone and I called my husband, and I said,
hold on.
I had looked through the house for him because it was typical for him to get up and come and rummage for snacks and things like that, and he likes to dip behind the walls and watch, and then he comes out after I come back, and he likes to scare me. But after I looked, and I mean, mind you, all of this took place in like 1 minute flat, but I didn't see him in his room. I looked all over. I ran through the whole house. I looked out all the doors and windows, and I was like hollering his name, and I picked up the phone and I called my husband, and I said, I can't find him. And he said, what do you mean? I said, he's not in this effing house. I can't find our son. And I jumped in my car and I drove around the neighborhood, and I drove over by the school, and he's already.
Okay, he's already. Okay, that's one.
At this point, I was like hysterical, and I was crying, I was screaming, and he was like, three-wayed. He three-wayed law enforcement, and was telling them like, our son is missing, and we don't know what's going on. And he was like, go back to the house, they're on their way. And I ran back, drove back to the house, and 20 days later, we haven't found him. The house, they're on their way, and I ran back, drove thing, and we don't know what's going on. And he was like, go back to the house. They're on their way. And I ran back, drove back to the house. And 20 days later, we haven't found him.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how stressful that is. And also, like when we were driving up here, like this neighborhood is so
Like I was in the neighborhood and I drove over by the school, and he's
like,
crap, this can't be happening. Where is my kid? Here, 6 o'clock. I went to wake. And that's when he went in here.
What was going
Monday morning. And that's when he went in here.
What was
to censor myself? Holy freaking crap, this can't. Choice words were used. I had looked through the house for him because it was typical for him to get up and come and rummage for snacks and things like that. And he likes to
I had looked.
dip behind the, wall. It likes to scare me. But after I looked, and I mean, mind you, all of this took place in like 1 minute flat. But I didn't see him in his room. I looked all over. I ran through the whole house. I looked out all the doors and windows, and I was like hollering his name. And I picked up the phone and I called my husband, and I said, I can't find him. And he said, what do you mean? I said, he's not in this effing house. I can't find our son. And
I mean, okay, so I'm trying to really put myself in that position, right? God forbid it happens. I pray to God it never happens to any of us. But if you wake up, your son is not in the bed, and he supposedly gets up and gets breakfast up in the morning. You've done walked past the kitchen, but we'll let that go. And he likes to go around and by the walls and all of this. And then she said, how long did it take? A minute or two? Like a minute flat? Are you going to be that panicked within a minute to where it's, I can't find him? I mean, you're probably going to go through the house a couple times. Wouldn't you think? You're going to go through the house. You're going to be sus. Right? You're going to be sus. Like, what the hell's going on here? But are you going to go from 0 to 60? He's never ran away before. A minute flat, right? Not with a child that likes to hide.
I jumped in my car and I drove around the neighborhood, and I drove over by the school, and he's already.
Now, I wonder, is there something related to the school? I drove over to the school. What's making him cough? I think it might have been the he's already.
At this point, I was like hysterical, and I was crying, I was screaming.
Here we go.
And he was like,
he's already. So she's really projecting he here. It is clear as day, y'all. He's already. He was like. It can't be Sebastian. He's already was crying and screaming and was he was like, I didn't know there was 2 in there. Justin, they didn't even know if he was with Seth. She hadn't called Chris back. Justin, they didn't even know if he was with Seth. Seth hadn't called Chris back till 7:20. Right. I mean, why didn't you call his work? Right? Didn't call his work.
Three-wayed. He three-wayed.
I would have called a neighbor of Seth's and been like, listen, can you go knock on his door? Right? See if he's home. See if anybody's home. I'd have been calling his work, calling his boss, calling the office. Something.
Law enforcement, and was telling them like our son is missing and we don't know what's going on. And he was like, go back to the house. They're on their way. And I ran back.
To me, in my opinion, it sounds like someone is telling her what to do. He's all, what is it? He's already, he's like, and he's telling me to run back to the house. He was like, he's already, he's telling me to run back to the house. Drove. Run. Drove.
Drove back to the house.
And this is what I call, you just went out of this conversation. You went out of this anxiety. So what she's going to do is she's telling this big, anxiety filled story, but the anxiety is really in her, and she is going to shut it down very quickly because she wants to get out of that feeling. So she's going to say 20 days later, we still can't find him. We still haven't found him.
20 days later, we haven't found him.
No, we haven't found Sebastian. Watch the lips. Right?
Yeah, I can't.
Watch Chris's eyes. Watch his eyes.
20 days later,
Watch
we haven't found him.
He's gonna look. Does she believe this? Nope.
Yeah, I
Look.
can't even imagine how stressful that is. And also, like when we were driving up here, like this neighborhood is so pretty and nice. And do you think has
Very much
he
so.
ever like walked away before, or like has that ever happened? It's just
Nope.
no, first time.
He's not a child that wanders. He's not one that is
He doesn't have a history of being an eloper, which is common. And I have friends with children on the spectrum who do struggle with elopement with their children. But no, Sebastian, that's one thing. It's always been a blessing. He's not been an eloper or a runner. His
See the more
primary
calm
areas are like social and emotional dysregulation issues and things like that.
Watch the body
But
language.
he's very
More
smart.
loose.
He's functional. Overall, he's a pretty happy kid. I mean, he's a teenager. He's coming into his hormones. He's angry that he's growing a mustache, but for the most part, he's a happy kid. And
what are your theories? Like, I'm sure your mind has thought of every possible thing that could have happened, but is there any theory that you can talk about that you think?
What I can tell you is with all law enforcement, with everybody that's involved, there's nothing that's been eliminated. Everything is on the table. Everything is being looked at from every possible aspect.
Everything from he got out and walked away and was outside of the search radius before we started searching to the worst.
Yeah.
And
that's currently where we're at. I mean,
He's going to finish that sentence.
it's
really try not to go down that road because we're gonna find him.
Speculating causes problems. Assumptions cause.
What are your theories? And they gave their theories. And now he's going to say, well, she said, from he could have got out of the search area to the worst. And Chris is going to move into the woe is me, the speculating causing problems. There's people.
Issues. And based on facts of what everybody knows, right now, there's nothing, and everything is still on the table to being looked at.
We just know he's out there somewhere.
One other question I have is recently Channel 5 in Nashville, they had security footage that showed 2 flashlights the night he disappeared. Is there anything that you think about this video? Or
Sure. So there's a lot of speculations about that video that are floating on the internet. Okay. And that is exactly what it is. It's speculations. Now, what I can give you an official statement on is.
Wait for it. This is crystal clear official.
TBI Newslink has released a statement from law enforcement, between local law enforcement, state law enforcement, some federal law enforcement, and they have analyzed that video so many times over that everything that everybody is trying to assume is a flashlight, I hate to say this, it's not. As much as we would love it.
It is a damn flashlight, in my opinion. That is a flashlight. That is not a trash truck. And we know that there is a car there as well. And that flashlight walks up to the car, does whatever it does, and then that car backs up, doesn't go on down the street, backs up, and leaves the neighborhood. Then she pulls them in under the table. Interesting. Which road do they not go down? Still curious. They don't go down their what's their street? Stafford. It backs up on Kellen and doesn't go down to the cul-de-sac or turn up on the other street. It backs up. Hold on. Mohawk wants me to look at something. Okay, watch the fingers.
We just know he's out there somewhere.
One other question I have is is recently Channel 5 in Nashville, they had security footage that showed 2 flashlights the night he disappeared. Is there anything that you think about this video, or
Sure.
what do you
So
think?
Oh, she's pulling away. That's called going in your shell, right? Going in your shell, right? When you're, right? She draws in. When you're confident, you're, right? They've got to, in my opinion, laugh this off. Yeah, retracting. Laugh this off, smile it off. I can give you an official statement. All of this. Listen, that was not a damn trash truck. The neighbor, I've talked to people in that neighborhood, right? Said same thing like Bobby said, was people come around that, one goes running back, the car backs up, leaves the neighborhood, and then you have to fast forward it quite a while, and you see the trash truck, and then you see the bus come in, and then you see Katie going out, and then you see all the police and first responders coming in the neighborhood. It's very clear. Now, why law enforcement? Which law enforcement hasn't said it was a trash truck?
there's a lot of speculations about that video that are floating on the internet. Okay. And that is exactly what it is. It's speculations. Now, what it can give you an official statement on is TBI Newslink has released a statement from law enforcement between local law enforcement, state law enforcement, some federal law enforcement, and they have analyzed that video so many times over that everything that everybody is trying to assume is a flashlight, I hate to say this, it's not. As much as we would love it to be one, it's not. I'm not going to go into details.
Wouldn't you think that since Sebastian allegedly left with the flashlight, you would say that might have been him? Might have been him. But Chris is giving us the official statement here.
As far as where that video is shot from, but I can tell you, as the parents, we have seen the video firsthand.
I think the flashlight was a preemptive. They did this preemptively. Oh, he didn't go without shoes, in my opinion. Someone forgot shoes, and it wasn't Sebastian, in my opinion. And they know that there's cameras outside. Where is the statement? Exactly, Nashville.
From law enforcement. We know exactly where it was taken from. And nothing that is being assumed right now is actually true about that video, unfortunately.
Okay.
Anything about any other videos or anything like that, please refer to the TBI news link that they have out there, the updated Amber Alert stuff. And it will give you the most up-to-date information that all law enforcement has. And
Look at this. Oops, let me find it here. Look at the light. That is a vehicle. That is the light. That is the tail light. I don't think it's Kathy's car. I really don't. I really don't think it's Kathy's car. I think that is a truck. Or some sort car, SUV, but I don't think it's by the lights in the back. I don't. I was the when I first saw this, I said it kind of reminded me just the way that it bubbled out uh of a QX80 because I had one, but I was looking at the top part of it, like above the light, like right here, right there. And then I realized the lights on a QX80 is horizontal, not vertical. This light, in my opinion, appears vertical. That's just my opinion. It was almost a full moon that night, yes. I think this looks more like a truck light. You see this? It's got something right there. Let me show you something. Let me show you. Let's compare this. Hold on a minute. Let me find it. Okay. Well, maybe. Let's compare these lights. And we'll actually compare them with the actual flashlight or the actual car. The actual cars. Just give me a second. I got to pull them up. I got 99,000 lights here. All right. Okay. Just bear Well, damn it, what'd I do with them? I have 300 and some photos here that I have to really skip through. It's a white. Okay, here. All right. Let me share this with you. All right, look at this. All right, let me find Chris's truck. The back of Chris's truck. 1 second. And this is the back of their car. I'm going to get Chris's truck. His actual truck. Just have to sort through this. I got so many photos, it's incredible. Okay. All right. Now, let me flip it this way. All right. Now, flip this way. And that's this. And then, and it may be neither one of these, but I'm just showing you. All right. This, the light flickers, but there's like a line in that looks like it's two different lights, in my opinion. And then there's this thing right here, in my opinion. You can see it, and you can see it better in other pictures. To me, this looks pinched. And then this, how it goes over. And I think that there may be some reflection right here, right there. I looked at the work van. The work van, nothing. It looks nothing like it. It has lights like on top of it. You see how, this is my opinion, this light is like this, right? This is like this. To me, whenever, I don't know if I got another picture. See if I got any more. Okay. To me, it looks more like the truck. To me, it does not look like the Infinity, personally. What about the car the dad was in with? That is the car. This is the exact. This is the car was in today. This is Chris's. These are actual vehicles. Actual vehicles. I don't know. Flex off the bumper in the video. Yeah, it does. Yeah. To me, I mean, look at this. This is all plastic right through here, right? It's all plastic. Not to say that it can't radiate off plastic, but it's more likely to radiate off of metal, right? And actually, when you really look at it, to me, it almost looks like it could be the step as well. Terry Bowersox is newer. What do you mean, Holly? You mean her car's newer? Because I don't think. I think I'm almost certain Chris's is newer. I'm pretty sure Chris's is newer. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Chrome will reflect light and also act like a mirror. Yeah. 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 All right, guys. Love you all. Have a great night. Thank you all so much for spending your time with me. Really do appreciate it. You could have chosen to be anywhere. I am. I'm tired. Could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube or in the world, and you chose to be here. Thank you for making us your number one choice. Really do appreciate it. Chrissy, Justin, is something on top of the vehicle? I didn't see that, Chrissy. Let me look. What do you mean on top of the vehicle? On this? It has racks on top. You would think, I'm pretty sure it has racks on top. You would think that would glow as well. Yeah. Let's look. Hold on. Let's look at Betty's video real quick. Hold on. Yep. To me that, look here. Look at this. Look at this. Wait a minute. Chrome roof racks. Don't know. There you have it. Thank you guys. Appreciate you all so much. Get some rest. Take good care of yourself. Love one another. And if you don't love one another, put up with each other. All right, guys. Good night. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are literally pearls to me. Thank you guys. Y'all are amazing. Truly. Honestly. Love you. Good night.